Hello, it's Danielle and I am back with another process video here. I'm just going to be scrapbooking this photo of our little elf that we got this year. I just have a few Christmas scrapbook or Christmas layouts that I want to do. I did a December daily album, but these are some of the stories that I wanted to get in, mostly for my daughter for her album, and this is one of them. So I backed my photo just with a piece of white cardstock just so it would have that border around it. And behind that I put a piece of wood grain paper, and it's by Fancy Pants. And of course I'm adding some tags to my layout. I just really like the look of them. So I added a couple different ones this time. The smaller one, the more yellowy looking one, that's an Allie Edwards tag that I got from her website. And then the one I put in that brown bag, I'm not totally positive, but I'm pretty sure I got it at Hobby Lobby. And then I'm just adding that brown bag for no other reason than to just add a little interest to my layout. I haven't decided if I'm going to put anything on that tag in that card or not. I mean, it can come in and out, so, but I just I don't know yet. So that little bag, I'm not totally positive where I got that. I got it online, and I got it from a little place that sold like packaging type things. It reminded me of the type of packaging, like if you were to wanted to send out like a scrapbook kit, that they sold the bags and boxes and different things like that that you would package your stuff in. It was really cute. I haven't been able to find it since, and I really wish I could because I wanted to order some things from it, but that's where I got that bag from. So I just used that foam tape to pop my photo up a little bit because those two tags plus that bag add some bulky layers behind that. So just to make it all even, I add that foam tape. And I like the way it pops up that photo a little bit. I wasn't necessarily planning on doing that, but I like the way that it looked. So next I'm going to be working on the title for this layout, and that title I'm going to use is going to be Her Name is Ruby. And I pull out these cute little wood alphabets. Now, I got these at Michael's, but I didn't get them in the scrapbook section. I got them back where like the wood crafts are. This is the packaging here, so you can see the manufacturer. But I just thought they were so cute. I stumble back there every now and again just to see what they have. And I got these, I got letters and numbers of these little, they're a little thicker than wood veneer, but I think they're super cute. So I'm going to do the rest of it, and I pull out these white stickers, alphabets, just as some options that I can use. I really like these ones right here from Pebbles because they're a little bit more creamier, and I thought they kind of matched the rest of the tones that in my layout. But I also like these the other options that I have too, just because, I don't know, I think they're cute. But I thought that maybe they would get lost on that photo, and that it wouldn't they wouldn't stand out as much as the ones on the little squares do. So I end up using those ones by Pebbles. I really like them. I think I got those at Hobby Lobby. I think they're really cute. So I'm just trying to be careful where I put these letters, because at least with the photo paper that I use, once you put any form of adhesive or sticker or anything like that, it is there. It is stuck. And you'll see here that I try to move one of the letters because I don't really like the spacing that I did on this. I wish that I could move the her down just a little bit. You'll see right here. See, it is stuck. There's no moving it. I try to glue it down with some liquid adhesive, but it kind of looks funny. So I end up just getting another H. I'm totally okay with things not looking perfect, and yeah, I wish I could move that down a little bit, but I still think it looks fine, so I'm definitely not printing out a new photo and redoing it, so I call it good. So I just need to get this last part of my title down, and I'm using some Tombow Mono liquid adhesive to get this down. I'm just trying to still be just a little careful just to make sure the spacing is how I want it. So I bought this glue. I used glossy accents a lot, which I do like to use, but mine would get clogged so much, and it would just, I was constantly having to unclog it, and it's even to the point now where even when I do that, it's not working very good. And this, you don't have that problem as much with this glue. And I know some people say they like it because it doesn't dry glossy. Um, but I'm not as worried about that. I was mostly just wanting something that would work when I wanted to use it. So I'm going to be stamping on this layout. I pulled out this stamp. I got this from my December daily kit, and since it was Christmas themed, I thought there might be something on it that would work with my layout. I also pull out this new stamp set. I got it from the Ali Edwards stamp subscription, the one there on the right hand side. That's from her most current kit. But I end up pulling a stamp from a set that I got from aliedwards.com called Photos. And the phrase that I'm using is the story of this photo. And I am just pulling out my sheet of paper that I've made that has all of the inks that I have so that I can pick a color. And I'm wanting to use a brown. I don't have a ton of brown. And so as far as dark brown goes, the only one that I really have is this Prima chalk edger called Knotted Wood. And so I'm just trying it out so that I can see what the color looks like. And then there was one other option I noticed. It was a Hero Art stamp called Wet Cement, and it's more of a gray color. And so I'm just digging in here to look for it. And I actually see, I know you can't tell on camera, but one of my inks came open, and I don't know if you can tell that basket is like lined. And so one of the inks came open, and that lining of that totally just sucked up all that ink and made a big mess. So I had to stop the camera and go deal with that. And then I just decided I'm not even going to mess with it. I'll just use the Knotted Wood. It looks good. So I just get that stamped, and I'm kind of lining it right under that little elf. And then I have to work on my journaling, and I'm gonna use my ruler to draw some lines. And I'm just trying to determine here if I want to underline the title or not, or if I just want to go straight into the journaling lines. And I end up deciding to go ahead and underline that title just so, you know, it has something anchoring it, I guess. So I know roughly what I want to say in my journaling, but I don't know how much room it's going to take. I know it's going to take, you know, quite a few lines, but I just draw some and then I start writing, and I end up having to draw a couple more lines at the end. But what this layout is about is our Elf on the Shelf came this year, and she showed up in our tree, and it didn't take my little girl long enough, or very long, I should say, to notice that there was something different. And we read the little book that came with it to her, and when it got to the end where she had to name the elf, without any hesitation whatsoever, she just said, "How about Uncle Chris?" which is my brother. And it was just super funny. And for a little bit I thought, well, that's what she wants to name it, and I knew that it would be one of those things that would always be a joke around Christmas time. But we mentioned a couple other names to her that we thought would work for her, and she ended up picking Ruby. But I wanted to get this memory down that she, you know, the first name for the elf was Uncle Chris, and it just makes me laugh. And mostly because she acts super shy around my brother, and he always just doesn't think that she likes him. But when we're not there, she can't stop talking about him. And so when this happened, I had to tell him, you know, she wanted to name the elf Uncle Chris. So she really does love her uncles. I don't know why she acts super shy around them, but she, and my brother's always super nice to her, and she really loves him. So she's just a little stinker around him. So once I get done here, I need to add the date stamp, and so I just use that same knotted wood ink, And I'm going to put it right there at the end of my journaling because there's some space on that line that I didn't fill up. And I think that that turned out pretty good. So now I'm just going to pull out some different embellishments that I picked to use on this layout. I'm flipping through this Mambi set because it has a lot of gold glittery items that I thought would be good since it's kind of a Christmas layout. But I move to this sticker that says love this, and I think I really want to use it because it's another pop of red on this page. And you will see that I really try to make this work, and in the end it just doesn't. At this point though, I thought it would look good in that upper kind of up there, but that those tags needed to be moved around, so I basically ripped them out. Because that adhesive has had a chance to sit there, it became quite sticky, so I really had to rip it out and then get it back in. And I basically had to put my whole head into the camera to get it in, so I cut that out. And then I still try to make it work, and it just doesn't work. So I move on, and I move to these little stars, and these are from Studio Calico. They're mistables, but I mostly just use them plain. They look like canvas. They're really cute, and I got those at Hobby Lobby. And I bring that love this sticker in again. It's just not working. Now these white hearts, they're not as sticky. I'm always afraid that they're gonna fall off my layout. So I'm just taking some liquid glue and making sure they're adhered down really good to the layout. And I really love these little tiny stars. I think they are so cute. I wish I had 100 of them. I love them. So I see these other stars sitting there. They're also by Studio Calico. I got those in this last month's Project Life kit. And there's a few on there that are really pale yellow, and I thought that they would look good on this layout. So I just take a couple off. I take a really tiny one to put down on the bottom of my page, and then on the top I do a bigger one. And I think those are my favorite part of the layout, the stars. I think they're really cute. I then decide that I want to add some twine to the layout, and so I pull out a couple different colors, this brown color, and then I don't know if you saw, I pulled out a white too, but I decided the brown would be better. And I get this at Joann's. It's pretty cheap, and I like it, but because it's wrapped around that the packaging, it makes it look really wonky. You can see the really harsh bends in that twine. I don't know if it would be better if I took it off and then wrapped it around something else, maybe like something round. I don't know, but I ended up just cutting it off at the corners, and it worked out. So, and that is the finished layout. I'm just going to do a few quick close-ups, but thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.